So I originally started my business through a class in web design. We had to make a website, and I made a website for dog walking and watching, and then I decided to post it on a couple social medias to try to get the word out there. Because I want to be a future dog trainer, I want to get as much experience with dogs as I can, and so dog watching and walking just made sense in that aspect. One day I really want to become a dog trainer because my dogs have always struggled with behavioral issues of some sort. So I want to become a dog trainer to help people live lives with their dogs, and include their dogs in their lives as much as possible. And so the big thing about becoming a dog trainer is you have to get experience with dogs. So I started dog sitting to get experience and just around my neighborhood, and then I eventually created the business. So one thing I require for my dog walking and watching services is I make sure to meet the dog and the client before I walk or watch the dogs, because I don't want them to be scared by me, and I want to make sure that we have a good relationship before I watch them to make sure they're comfortable with that. All the way. Good boy. Yes. Good job. Deanie, down. Down. Good.
Hi, I'm Andy. I'm in a lawn mowing business and raking. I do all sorts of yard work. I mow lawns, I fix up small engines, I'll do repairs if you want. This is a mower I found on the side of the road, and I'm ready to mow people's lawns with it. I had to buy new gaskets, sharpen the blades, and many other things to get this running. Well, when I tried to start it, it was running for a little bit, and it wasn't getting gas. Also had to clean the carburetor. It's important to always keep the oil level high so the engine stays lubricated and doesn't lock up on you. I like being outdoors.
So the pandemic has actually been quite a gift to me. At first we didn't know if there'd be shows, and it was kind of scary because that was one thing that I strive on, and what my business strives on is having shows to advertise my genetics at. But then there was shows, and I found that not having to go to school and being here on the daily, I could get my animals out 10 times better than what I could last year. And so I'm doing school all online, and I'm here every single day at the farm, and so I'm getting my animals out to the best that they can be, because I can be here with them a lot more. And I know the pandemic has hurt a lot, but for me it's been a gift, honestly. Hi, my name is Dakota Brown. I'm the owner of Red Hot Genetics. Welcome to Ocean View Genetics. I'm also the assistant herdsman at Ocean View Genetics. This is my cow, Paris. This was my first purchase about 4 years ago, and she is the foundation of Red Hot Genetics. A little bit of what I do is buy and sell animals for mainly the show industry. And the show industry is showing cows off, basically like a big old beauty contest, and you want the perfect cow. And the perfect cow is going to take you to the winner's circle, and that's where I make my money, is in the winner's circle. With these cows, basically, I buy one, and she was my first purchase, and I did not have a ton of money. She was $3,000, and I bought her, and then I had to breed from her. She wasn't the perfect cow, but I knew that she had potential in her offspring. And so with her offspring, I saw what was wrong with her, and then I took her offspring and I bred it to a different bull, and so a different father, and then I changed what she needed. Her legs changed, and so with the next generation, I knew that I needed to change the legs, and so I found a bull who had better legs.
You know, in art, in music, we gravitate toward music, toward dance, toward photography, toward painting, all of the visual and auditory arts we gravitate toward when in times of stress, in times of grief, in times of collective grief, like the pandemic that many of us have that all of us have experienced, and that many of us have experienced this collective grief. And in times of these moments when we don't have the outlet to be able to go to a concert, to be able to do these things in music, in art, to walk a museum, we feel affected. I know I'm not the only one who is longing for those opportunities to get out and see art and experience art and hear music. And in that is opportunity for us to grow and learn together. In this pandemic, there are artists of all kinds who have been greatly affected by the many cancellations. And there is a wonderful fund called the Artist Relief Tree that was created to help support those artists who have been affected by cancellations in COVID-19 due to a number of matching grants in recent weeks. The fund was reopened to be able to continue supporting these artists who have been so greatly affected. We owe it to society to keep these musicians healthy and happy and well so that we can get back to doing what we all want to do, which is create for each other, create for the world.
After doing the shoes for a while, and kind of looking around, seeing what else I could do, I, discovered some people who, were selling some clothes, and so, online I found, I found these pants, and I liked how, I liked the design, and, could kind of see them as a, good, basic kind of everyday, pair of pants for people, and so I started out buying, maybe 20 to 30 pairs of these in different colors, and listed them on a clothing website that I had previously used for myself. And so then, after maybe a month or so, the pants really started to take off. I started taking better pictures, and modeling them and, doing all that stuff kind of for them. And, then after, the success of that, and, it's really been consistent sales with those for, 3-4 months now. I, have tried to start designing some of my own products, and getting that made, because some of this stuff, you can buy direct, but it's a lot more expensive, when you're buying, 50, 100 pieces of something, pre-made versus, when you can manufacture your own thing and, buy it in the thousands. So, when I go through the process of designing something, normally it starts with, price with the manufacturer, and, once you kind of get something worked out, I normally start sending them designs. So, I knew I wanted to have a fleece like that, so I kind of showed them some stuff that I liked, and they gave me some options. So, I wanted it to be, snaps. I don't like the zipper look as much, so, and then this is kind of a nylon on here. And then they kind of wrap that on the cuffs, along the bottom too. So, I kind of wanted to, have some different colors on it. I offer these in, multiple colors, but, normally with them, you go from the price kind of, and, once that's worked out, kind of get into specifics. And, they normally, once you're kind of in the process, they'll go to a, market in town or something and, send you a lot of pictures of, your different choices for materials and things they can do. And then, sometimes they kind of draw it up on a, board for, all the details and stuff like that. And, normally I'll make a few as well, kind of show you, everything about it. And then, I'll, talk with them and confirm or, if I want to change. So, the guy first, when he made these, he actually made it with a zipper and, showed me, and I said, let's change it to the buttons. I don't like that look as much. So, you kind of got to make a little bit of changes, with that too, in the process.